Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express. Supreme Court's neet judgment has raised strong reactions from all corners of the country. Almost 2.4 million students were awaiting the verdict on whether there would be a retest or not. The refusal to conduct a retest is being seen by many as a grave injustice to them. A lot of them have taken to social media to express their grievances. This judgment will surely be one that is going to be talked about in the coming years. To put your doubts to rest, the New Indian Express has been able to interview senior advocate Narendra Hudda, who is also the counsel for the petitioners or the affected students. Watch more to find out about the decisive verdict. So, without any further ado, I will go into the questions. In a nutshell, what does this neet judgment actually mean for the affected neet students?
There were a set of petitioners before Supreme Court who sought re-examination on the ground that the question paper for NEET UG 2024 was leaked, and the leak has gone fight and war. So it was a 4-day long marathon hearing. We had represented that it was paper leak. This was a handiwork of a gang operating in various states. The main accused has not been arrested. Apprised the court that argued was that once paper is leaked and we cannot be sure that we have identified and segregated all those students who had access to this paper in advance, the examination has lost its sanctity and it should be cancelled and there should be a re-examination. This was the petitioner's case. Besides, we had also argued that the NTA did not have any standard operating procedures in place while conducting the examination. And we had pointed out various facets and various failures at different centers, that as to how the integrity of the examination was compromised. Despite our submissions for long 4 days, the court felt that the leak has happened in Hazaribagh. CBI is telling the court that all who were beneficiary of the leak and who were involved into the scam, numbering 155, have been identified, and either the people have been arrested or will be arrested soon. And hence there is no need for re-examination of all 23,33,000 people. So it is this which weighed with the court, that there is no certainty that there are many more beneficiaries out there which have not been identified. So it is better that we don't cancel the examination and we uphold the examination.
Yes, sir. Sir, but don't you think, in a way, if you look at it, the Supreme Court is actually taking a double stand where they accept that the sanctity of the exam has been compromised, but no matter what, they refuse to reconduct the exam. So don't you think there's a double standard that's happening with respect to the Supreme Court?
You see, the proposition which we had conversed before the Supreme Court was this, that the moment it is established that the paper has been leaked and it has gone out before the examination, then unless and until the court can record a satisfaction in the judgment on the basis of material before it, that all the people involved have been identified and segregated, the examination cannot be sustained. We had also cited previous judgments of Supreme Court in support of this proposition. And since CBI officer himself appeared in the court and said that so far we have not been able to identify people beyond Hazaribagh and Patna, but they were never sure and they cannot be, because investigation is still going on. The main accused, the mastermind of it, Sanjeev Mukhia, who has a previous history of leaking papers in different states, has not been arrested. So the court cannot be so sure that there are no other people who are still have not been identified and segregated. In that situation, we emphasized and we conversed before the Supreme Court that this examination has lost its sanctity, and we cannot permit even one student who is tainted to remain on roll. But despite all that, the court had a view the short order has been passed so far. The detailed judgment is yet to come. We are yet to see that as to how the court deals with the broad proposition we conveyed before the Supreme Court.
So the court in a way does accept that there are other beneficiaries out there. There are other people who might have actually benefited from this scam.
Yes, certainly. Even in the short order, the Honorable Supreme Court has said that if there are more people who are identified later on, action will be taken against them by the CBI and they will be removed from their courses. So that eventuality is very well envisaged and on the horizon.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for
Thank you for
sitting
having
down
me.
with us, explaining us this judgment itself. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.